So in the tutorial I'm making soon, I want to do this kind of thing where I'm talking in a black abyss. However, this is the setup I actually have. It's pretty janky. It's just like a tripod that's in front of me, and I'm just sitting on a black chair with a black curtain behind me. So the question is, how do I turn this into the abyss without putting in too much work? And it turns out it's just going to be a couple masks and a bit of color correction. So let me show you how to talk in the abyss. It's kind of useless, but I like the way it looks. Okay, let's make the effect. I'm going to be using DaVinci Resolve because that's the editing program I like to use, but as long as whatever you use has color correction and masks, you'll be fine. So footage, take it, drag it in. I'm going to be using the exact same footage that you just saw because I'm too lazy to film anything else. So we're just going to be reusing it. I'm just going to select the section of it that I like. Again, you could film this in front of a black, what is this face? You could film it in front of a black curtain, a black piece of paper, literally whatever, okay? It could be a towel, a sheet, as long as it's not reflecting too much light, okay? Once we have our footage, our very cringy footage, the first step is going to be color correction, okay? So again, in whatever editing program you're using, go to whatever color management you have. First thing we need to do is you're probably going to notice that this black is one, noisy, and two, you can kind of see the crinkles in the curtain, and basically this thing's somewhere in between black and gray in different areas. We need to crush this so it all looks completely like a black abyss, okay? To do this, go to color wheels, usually it's here, and take your lift, and it's important which slider you pick, so you don't just do gamma, gain, whatever. There's an order of operations. Take your lift slider and then just bring it down until it looks completely black. Usually minus 0.02 or 0.03 is what I usually stick with, but just keep going until it's black, okay? After you do this, you can then say, okay, it's dark, but now I kind of look like I'm a demon creature or something about to sell you some shady shit, right? So you take the gamma, bring it back up, which is going to brighten me up, but not the background. Why? Because gamma uses some kind of exponential nonsense, which has the property that anything that is 0 or completely black doesn't get touched. So if we do lift first, making everything black, gamma is already isolating me, pretty much. So there you go, lift then gamma, and there's a reason they're in disorder. And finally, you do gain, which is just going to make it a bit more lively as if we're adding brightness, okay? So here are some numbers that are roughly what I use. Also, by the way, if this introduces in a bit more visible noise, if you have the paid version, by the way, everything that's been done so far works for free in DaVinci, but paid version also has denoising, so you can just add in a bit of denoise, okay? So far, what we have is this. It looks like a black abyss, right? However, there's, I mean, it looks black. It doesn't look like an abyss, but we do have some of the background remaining, and this is where the masks come in. So after doing color correction, go to whatever editing workspace you have. Again, that's going to be different for different programs, and draw in a mask, okay? This mask, I'm not going to use a rectangle or a circle or anything like that. I'm just going to draw it custom. So click, click, click. We're basically isolating the area where the actor, the professional, very good actor is. Isolate that area, take the mask, connect it to the footage, and you've isolated the area. You might want to also add in a bit of softening, just in case, okay? So at this point, what do we have? We have footage that we masked to only keep part of it, and we also did color correction to make it pretty much entirely black. And I'm just going to mute this for me. Which already makes it look like I'm in the abyss, but you can totally do some reframing at this point because the mask kind of moves with this and the color correction, it doesn't matter. And now we've kind of like recentered this. So really, the effect of doing the abyss, it's really easy. You just take your footage, you wait for me to get in there. You do a bit of color correction. Again, order of operations is lift, then gamma, then gain. You do a mask, and then you can reposition it and get the black abyss. I do this with all kinds of footage for the upcoming tutorial, so it's cool. Anyways, that's the end of it. I don't have much more to say about that. I want to thank the patrons, even though this is a short one, whatever. You're in the credits. It's probably going to be scrolling a bit faster than usual because I don't want to take up too much time. Thank you to all 680 patrons. Why are they patrons, and why should you maybe become one? They are getting project files, usually blends for pretty much anything I've ever made before. You can get all of that with just a 1-month subscription. Exclusive tutorials I don't post to either channel. Like, for example, I uploaded a tutorial series recently about that mustache effect I did over on the CG Matter channel, so you can watch a 5-part series about that. Additionally, early access, like this video is going to be uploaded early, so if somebody comments 23 hours early, that's how they fucking did it. Additionally, what else? I said Discord, I said behind the scenes. These are the things patrons get. If you're interested, join. If you're not, don't join. There's a link in the description either way. But I hope you learned a little something, and go make a highly produced video. I don't know. Again, if you do have a tiny bit of white area, like I guess here, and I know this is like post-tutorial, just take the lift and keep crushing it a bit until it's completely black, and then you can do some gamma correction to recover stuff, but you don't want the gain to be insane. So anyways, that's a tutorial. That's it. See ya.